All right, everybody, welcome to another flight on Dre Sanchez's YouTube channel. Today we are on this TBM 900 at Gillespie Field here in San Diego, and we are headed up to Big Bear to see what's going on there. We got some passengers we're taking up today. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump on this aircraft. But prior to that, we need to take off all of our pitot covers and intake covers and all that you can see there in red. So we'll stop on the other side here and get it all taken off. We are flying on Pilot Edge today. We are already on the network, but the aircraft is completely off and we are cold and dark. So let's get this bad boy up and running. All right. So we have an interface here that can help us get rid of all our pitot covers, and then we're going to run on some ground power until we do our battery start. So let's go over here and go to our payload, and here on the interface you can see that these two doors are open, which we will leave those open. We'll go ahead and get rid of the wicks at the end, and as you can see here, our static covers back here need to come off, as well as our ties and our caps. So now it looks like everything is off in terms of covers for the pitot as well as for the intake. So let's go ahead and shut that down. Now we need to get some power on board, so it's about to get loud. So I apologize for that, but right here we're going to pay $50 per hour for the GPU or the ground power unit. All right, you can see that bad boy is up and running now. So let's get on the bird and then get the doors closed. We'll just assume the passengers are boarding up, and let's get on the craft. Let's get on the craft. Let's get on the aircraft now, and let's start getting some of these doors closed here. So let's close this one first. All right, and if you go to the rear, you can see that this is the door that's open right here. So let's get that closed. All right, that is closed and secured. All right, now, as you can see, there is no power on the aircraft. So let's go ahead and go up top. We are going to, and you can see there's nothing here. As soon as we lift this bar up, we're going to get minimal power on the aircraft. So let's go ahead and do that now. Now you'll start to see some of the avionics come on just by even lifting that bar up, as you can see here. Initializing system. However, we don't need to wait for that because we do have ground power. So if you come up here, you'll see our, actually let's get you a better view than that so you can get it head on. Now as you can see here, we have our battery, and you can hear the battery kind of laboring now that we have power on the aircraft. Let's go ahead and turn our nav light on, which are the wingtip lights. Now you can see the rest of the aircraft coming alive here.
Aural warning, okay.
It will be making quite a bit of noise. All right, now we're also going to go here and initialize this bad boy. So we're going to hit enter.
TAWS system test, okay.
All right, now we got that going on. Let's wait for this to initialize, and actually we may even get the aircraft started a lot quicker than we normally would, because it is going to get hot in here, and it's going to tell us that we need to be cognizant of the heating elements inside the aircraft so we don't get too hot in here. 125.45 is the ATIS, so we're going to do a quick radio check just to make sure we got comms. All right, not hearing anything there. Let me double check that frequency. Let's see, 125.45. Let's do one thing here. Sometimes we have to go in here and make sure our speaker preferences are selected.
Number 61 contact.
5 miles east of
And now you
Oceanside.
can see that they are. So that was more of a simulator interface type situation. Okay, so with that said, let's go ahead and go to Gillespie Clearance. So we'll come back up here to the radio stack and tune this in to 125.1.
Charlie, you're now 3 miles west of Los Angeles, 170 radial, still on runway heading, say attention.
I wanted to proceed to the Van Nuys Airport for the ILS runway 16 right.
Switch that
but
over,
don't I have to head to the limbo first?
Usually, Charlie, you have to fly your assigned route to Van Nuys. I understand that that's your destination, but your route takes you to Los Angeles 170 radial, which you were supposed to join and didn't. Going to be non-passing grade on the Sky 1.
There we go. So now we just need to wait for them to stop their chitter chatter.
The needle going by, but I didn't even see my DDI needle move, so I guess I programmed something wrong. But yeah, I'm going to sign off for now, okay?
Usually, Charlie, try to keep your radio communication minimum in the future as well.
Understood.
Level 3 Alpha Sierra, climbing meaning 9,000, and did you ident?
9,000 Alpha Sierra, I missed the last part.
Yes, did you ident? See your ident, yeah.
Alright, we're just waiting to get our clearance.
Sorry, I still didn't understand, Alpha Sierra.
Yes, did you ident with your transponder?
Yes, I did ident. I'm going to send it to you again here.
Alright. We'll wait for them to do radar contact if he gets his ident. If not, no big deal. We'll go ahead and send our transmission.
November 3 Alpha Sierra, radar contact 6 miles east of Avalon. Climb and maintain 9,000, altimeter 3001.
9,000 and 01 for 3 Alpha Sierra.
Gillespie Clearance, November 350 Kilo Tango, looking for IFR to Big Bear.
November 350 Kilo Tango, Gillespie Clearance, so request on by.
Alright, so we are on request, standing by.
Skyhawk 61, cleared to Palma Airport. Via flight heading 075.
In the meantime, let's see if we can get ATIS.
Directed to ILS runway 24, final approach course.
Information Whiskey. 0255 Zulu. Wind calm.
075.
Visibility 10.
Climbing to 4,000.
Sky condition clear. Temperature 19 or dew point 10.
We need A2 Tango, advise ready.
Ready to copy, A2 Tango.
We need to Tango, clear to
Visual approaches and use.
Airport, Cathedral 1 departure.
All runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information Whiskey.
126.7, squawk 5332, redact squawk only on
Airport. 8, information Whiskey. 0255 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility 10.
November 350 Kilo Tango, clear to Big Bay Airport, via fly heading 340. Redirect us to Julian, then as filed. Maintain 3,000, expect 9,000 5 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 119.6, squawk 7334. Redirect squawk only unless you have a question.
Alright, no question on anything else. Read back of the squawk 7331, November 350 Kilo Tango.
0 Kilo Tango, squawk 7334, and read back correct.
Okay, correction, squawk 7334, November 350 Kilo Tango.
7172 Sierra Papa.
All right. So that was pretty.
Have a good night.
That was pretty simple.
Tango.
All right, we're gonna just turn them off for a second. We don't need to hear him. Not that he doesn't have an excellent comms voice, but now we can get to work now, so we can get out of here. All right, in the inset here, we want to go to Transponder and we want to go ahead and type in that code of 7334 7334. We're going to go ahead and go into our transponder again. And I'm just going to go ahead and put it on altitude now so we don't miss that in the checklist. 7334 has been entered in. Now we need to go back and listen to the ATIS because I need to know
arriving and departing runways 27 left, 27 right. Visual approaches in use. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information Whiskey. Gillespie Airport, 8 is information Whiskey. 0255 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility 10. Sky condition, clear. Temperature 19 or dew point 10. Altimeter 29906. Arriving and departing runways 27 left,
all right, that's
27
what we needed.
right. Visual approaches in use. Read back.
All right, so we're going to come here on the barrel, 29er 6. Perfect. Now we're going to come over here on our standby altimeter and make sure we get 29er 6 as well. As you can see, that's all programmed there. So let's come back over here and finish our flight plan. Of course, Julian is going to be the first waypoint. All right, then we're going to pick up an airway right after that. So we're just going to come right over here and type on menu, and we're going to come all the way down to load airway on our scroll wheel here. Load airway, enter. Now we're going to be loading airway 208. And our exit point from there is thermal. And that's Tango Romeo Mike. Let's see, Victor 208 TRM. Huh. Oh, there it is right there. Almost fooled me. Let's plug that bad boy in. So we'll load that airway, and then from thermal, we're going to be doing another Victor airway. So we'll come here. You'll type in menu here, and we'll scroll the wheel on down to load airway. And we are looking for airway Victor 137. Victor 137, there you are, and our exit point is Palm Springs, or PSP. We'll load that, and then we're going to have another airway after Palm Springs of Victor 386. So let's go ahead and do the same thing. Come down, load airway, boom. We're going to come down Victor 386 all the way at the bottom. And then, of course, that one is going to be soggy. So we'll go ahead and put that in there. And then, of course, the last waypoint that we're going to put in is the actual field of Lima 35 or Big Bear City. Enter that. Enter again. And now it looks like we have a fluid flight plan. We'll be climbing up to 9,000, of course, today. We'll expect that 5 minutes after our departure. Now, I don't know if you guys paid any attention, but on departure, and actually what we'll do here, we'll keep this keyed up to Julian just like that, because that's the first waypoint that we are going to be going direct. So we'll leave all this just like that. I'm going to come over here and put this in the checklist mode, and let's go ahead, and you gotta stick to what the air traffic control told you first. So we're going to go ahead and type in our initial flying altitude of, if you guys are paying attention, 3,000 feet. I know you guys were. You guys are awesome. And of course, our heading upon departure is 340. So let's type that in. And him saying flying heading 340, he's probably going to have me take runway 335 there, I'm assuming, but I could be wrong. And then, of course, our departure frequency is 119.6. So what we'll do is we'll come on to COM 2 for now, and we'll type in 119.6. We already got the ATIS, so we'll just switch that over, just in case I decide that I want to communicate on that radio frequency. All right, now that that's done, let's come over here and go ahead and jump on our checklist. All right, so perhaps we should come here and just take a look. All right, manual, control, throttle, and strobes. This is the fuel boost pump here, which will be up top, propeller and starter switch. Let's look everything here. This is the manual override in the first checklist, so we're going to check that off. The throttles are back. The strobes, let's come up top here. We'll take care of that. Just click the strobes on here, and you're getting ready to hear the boost pump. There goes the boost pump. Let's come up and extinguish that noise there. All right, so those have been done. Check. Propeller area is clear. Start switch on timer. We're going to wait till it gets to 13% and then kick it on. So let's go ahead and make all of this happen, folks. All right, folks. Pump is on. All right, you can see the prop turning. All right, we got NG past 13%. We're going to put this into low idle. All right. Make sure all our parking brakes are on. Let's go up top now that we're getting a warning from the battery. We'll be on battery now. Now we can get rid of the GPU. All right, now here we had a starter selection on here and another item which has now been extinguished. So now we can come up and over. All right, now you'll see the prop really kicking the speed. We're gonna make sure we got a good start and not a hot start. All right, prop RPM is eventually gonna go to about 2,000 once we get up to speed. So now that we have a full start, we'll check the rest of this, but now we need to come up top so we can get our generator on so we're not running our battery so hard. And then we can also put our boost pump all the way up into the auto position. And let's come back down. We need to get a better look up top now on this further side, because now we have to make sure this fuel selector switch here is clicked on. I know the switches are hard to see here. And then these are our autopilot trims and features, so that needs to be all the way on. So up top is looking good. All right, so now that means we can come down here and get some air in here so we don't get hot. So bleeds are on, AC is already on, it looks like, so we're good there. We got fan speed of 1, all that is good to go. Alright, so let's come back over here, folks, and finish the checklist. Alright, throttle's good. This is all done. Source selector is the battery, which we did. Electrical network is being checked right here, as you can see. We have our cabin pressure, which is nothing right now. And then we've got all our amps and voltage. Everything is in the green. Throttles are good. Engine parameters. The aux boost pump fuel switch has been put in auto, and the fuel selector switch, as you guys saw me, I put that in auto already. Plus it would be right here. Now essentially it's giving us a door. Let's see what door is not closed here. Let's go to the payload, and we closed the door in the back, but let's just make sure it's all closed securely. I don't know how that got open. You guys literally saw me close that door. Maybe there was another feature we didn't lock, but that's why we have this wonderful annunciator panel here. Alright, we're going to go to the next checklist here. Generator selector is on main. Standby is checked. Back on main. We did the autopilot trims. Our oxygen pipe has already been checked. Backup button. Our bleed switch is on auto down here, as you can see. So we're going to check that. The AC switch is on auto, which is right here. The press mode switch is always on auto as well. Alright, control selector is required. Temperature selector, that's all the stuff here. We already took care of that. Hot air distributors checked. Standby instruments up here have been also checked. The LFE selection is all done here, as you can see right here. Altimeter setting, we've got that. Pitch and trims. Let's go ahead and set our trims. Right now, right here is what I'm moving, so you can watch it go right into where it needs to go. De-ice panel and the inertial separator, we need to do that. So the de-ice panel, we don't need that, but the inertial separator we do need to turn on. And that inertial separator is right here. Our pitot heats are already on. Everything is good to go on this checklist. So let's go to the next. Alright, normal taxiing, and from here we'll get out of this screen and we'll just do our own flows here. So without further ado, watch this flap indicator. We'll go ahead and put flaps to take off. And again, our heading is set to 340 for 3,000 feet. It's just letting me know the inertial separator is on, which is all good with me. Let's go over here and get our radios back on. Let's switch over to ground. And just so you guys know, the tower frequency, of course, is 120.7.
When they do approach, support your right, Eagle Fox 4000.
Number 48 Fox at Tango approach. You're 10 miles from QREC. Cross QREC at 4000. Clear ILS runway 25 approach.
Cross QREC at 4000. Clear ILS 25 approach. 40 right, take a Foxtrot.
November 3 Alpha Sierra, descend and maintain 7000.
Repeat, 3 Alpha Sierra.
November 3 Alpha Sierra, descend and maintain 7000.
7000 for Alpha Sierra.
And Ribbon Tower, November 9 and 2 Charlie Alpha. Sorry about that. I had a home connection failure. I had to connect with Victor on my call sign. Let me know if I can proceed final for runway 8.
November 9 is directed no problem. Continue to runway 8. Runway 8, good to land.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Runway 8, clear land. Victor.
Gillespie ground, number 350 Kilo Tango. Information whiskey on board here at the Southwest hangars, ready to taxi.
Number 350 Kilo Tango, Gillespie ground. You prefer runway 27 right or runway 35?
We can take 35. That's the most convenient to us since we're almost at the base of that runway, sir.
Number 0 Tango sounds good. Runway 5, taxi via Alpha.
Runway 35 via Alpha, number 350 Kilo Tango. Alright, so looks like
621 is going
that we got a nice little sweet taxi here.
Sky 61 fly, Mr. Established. Contact local departure 119.6.
Taxi lights are going on. Let me make sure I turn the strobe light on here.
So-called departure Skyhawk 9.
Which I did during the check. It's just so dark.
21.
I wish they would have done a better job with the lighting there. Alright.
RNAV 28 right on Montgomery 601.
Skyhawk 61 attack down.
Right.
Riverside Tower, helicopter 429 Sierra Lima, about 5 miles to southwest along the interstate. Request transition northeastbound.
Helicopter 429 Sierra Lima, Riverside Tower, Squawk
nice easy taxi here.
Altimeter 2997.
Okay, Squawk VFR and transition approved, 429 Sierra Lima.
Gotta be on this on the brakes pretty aggressively.
Baron 1017 Whiskey and transient parking.
Get away from you.
Baron 1017 Whiskey. Joining ground runway 20 left at Kilo, taxi via Alpha Hotel Charlie Kilo.
20 left via Alpha Hotel Charlie Kilo for 17 Whiskey. Santa Barbara ground, Cessna 1016 Bravo is at Northwest GA parking, ready to taxi with information Quebec.
Cessna 1016 Bravo, Sabra ground, runway 15 right, taxi via Charlie.
Runway 15 right, taxi via Charlie for 16 Bravo.
November 3 Alpha Sierra, turn left, heading 090, vector to final approach course.
090 for 3 Alpha Sierra.
Skyhawk 621, close to Montgomery Airport. Via turn left, heading 100, climb and maintain 5000.
Left 100, clear to Montgomery, climb and maintain 5000.
Brake is on. We'll switch over to the tower frequency, which is 120.7. Now I'll go ahead and throw in our departure frequency of 119.6. And we will be ready for our departure, folks. Gillespie Tower, number 350 Kilo Tango, holding short runway 35, ready to go.
Number 350 Kilo Tango, Gillespie Tower, runway 34, correction 35.
Okay, clear for takeoff. Runway 35 will be on heading 340, number 350 Kilo Tango.
Thanks. Number 2 Victor Pass, Lookout 8, taxi to parking gate, Charlie, monitor ground, have a good day.
Alright, folks, let's go a-flying.
Tower is after me,
Victor from Lookout 8 is a pass, taxi to parking via Charlie, monitor ground.
We'll monitor ground and thanks for that.
November 3 Alpha Sierra, contact local approach 124.35.
2435 for 3 Alpha Sierra.
46 Tower, hello, Walker 380, holding short, 31 left.
Walker 380, Palm Springs Tower, runway 31 left, good for takeoff.
Alright.
Runway 31 left, good for takeoff, Walker 380.
Approach 953 Alpha Sierra, 7000.
November 953 Alpha Sierra, local approach, descend and maintain 5000.
5000 for
power set.
Skyhawk 61, traffic 12 o'clock, actually like 1 o'clock, 2 miles crossing right to left. Altitude indicates 4,500.
IMC.
Alright, rotate.
Cirrus 5, Bravo Juliet, contact Joshua approach 126.1.
126.1, 5 Bravo Juliet.
Alright. Let's go ahead and put our yaw damper on, autopilot. Let's get on heading.
Tango, contact SoCal departure.
Over to SoCal departure number 350 Kilo Tango. Alright. SoCal departure number 350 Kilo Tango, 1,900, climbing 3,000.
Number 350 Kilo Tango, SoCal departure, ready contact. Climb and maintain 90,000.
Up to 900,000, November 350 Kilo Tango. Alright, so let's go ahead and get up to 900,000.
Helicopter 14 Sierra Lima is cleared to the east. Request frequency change.
Helicopter 9 Sierra Lima, once you lift class Delta airspace, you're free to lift our frequency on your own without request.
Alright, now we're going to go into
Las Vegas approach, Sirius 415 Bravo Juliet, 11,000.
Sirius 415 Bravo Juliet, Joshua approach, Palmdale altimeter 3007.
Now we are most certainly going into the vertical speed book.
Bravo, hoping short at runway 15, ready to go.
November 0 Tango, clear direct Julian.
Clear direct Julian, November 350 Kilo Tango.
November 1016
Alright, so now that's why we got that. Now we're going to hit this direct button. We are going to hit activate, of course. Enter. Then we're going to come up here, and we are going to go into the nav mode. And now we're going to turn direct Julian. Now we can come over here and take it off the flight plan, and you'll see us going direct Julian now. Let's fix our range.
John Wayne Tower, Baron 17 Whiskey, holding short, 20 left at Kilo, ready to go.
Baron 1017 Whiskey, John Wayne Tower, 20 left at Kilo,
let's monitor our engines here.
T0 left, clear for takeoff, Baron 17 Whiskey.
Departure 130, climbing 2,300 for 7,000, Casino 1.
Alright folks, looks like we have a decent takeoff here. We're going to keep our inertial separator on so that air keeps getting extra air gets bypassed of the intake.
Tango Foxtrot, 9 mile ILS 25.
I like the speed we're climbing at, so we'll stay right at this rate of climb to make sure we get where we need to go.
San Bernardino,
helicopter. Gear is up, flaps are up.
Southwest inbound with Sierra.
Helicopter 49 Sierra Lima, San Bernardino Tower, request
and we are climbing, folks. Flying time today, once we took off, is about 41 minutes. So we got about 38 of those to go. Once we decide to level out, I'll close the inertial separator. And we'll see what we do for speed.
Switching our departure with Bravo.
Now we can come over here.
That's Bravo Alpha Kilo Echo Lima.
We're gonna look at our flight plan here. I like to do a cumulative, so we cumulatively have 134 nautical miles until we get to
Santa Barbara departure, Cessna 1016 Bravo.
Big Bear. That's always an interesting landing.
Cessna 1016 Bravo, Salvador departure, resume on navigation, cancel altitude restrict.
Hold navigation, constructions 16 Bravo.
Baron 17 Whiskey,
we're picking up speed here.
And you're ready to contact.
Going to departure, 17 Whiskey.
November 12 Alpha Sierra, turn right, heading 190, descend and maintain 4,000.
190 and 4,000 for 3 Alpha Sierra.
Walker 380, clear direct at 29 pounds.
Direct 2.5 pounds, Walker 380.
621, do you want me to go to
Baco? Speed there, which is great.
Skyhawk 621, affirmative.
Going to direct to Baco, 601. SoCal departure, Baron 1017
still doing
Whiskey.
Pretty good on speed there.
1,800.
We are where we need to be. Let's go down here and close the inertial separator.
Cancel altitude restriction.
All right, we'll see it disappear there.
Cancel altitude restriction, 17 Whiskey.
And now it is off. So
contact Los Angeles Center 126.35.
That's Los Angeles Center 136.35, Whiskey Tango.
Negative 126.35.
And we'll end up staying with approach just simply because of our flying altitude. I'm even going to keep landing lights on, all that stuff, because we are under the 10,000 mark.
Ben Louis ground, Nighthawk 3900 at the East Hangar, ready to taxi.
Gotta watch this torque right here. It's going into the red.
Skyhawk 3900 on Louis ground, runway 29 at taxi via Alpha.
Taxi via Alpha, runway 29.
Right. Keep an eye on that.
November Alpha, turn right heading 245.
245 for the officer.
Alright, it had jumped up for whatever reason. Alright. Let's see what we got here. Let's go get a screenshot.
2848 Whiskey Tango, the big bell, 028. November Alpha Sierra, custom OK, maintaining 3,800 and close down from the localizer. Clear localizer and we took some approach.
Alright, 3,800 until established, clear for the localizer 27 for 9 of the officer.
Alright.
61, contact approach,
Screenshots complete.
24.35, 61.
Now I'm going to start pulling in some information for Big Bear.
Skyhawk 9er, 6621. 5,000.
Alright, so it doesn't look like we have much information for Big Bear. Star, approach, weather, info, departure. Let's look at approach.
I have information of the 61.
So it looks like our best approach in here is for runway 26, which is a western runway, so we will actually be probably taking that in if the winds are specific and this is an RNAV. And it looks like that's the only one they have, which is okay. Keep an eye on those parameters there on the engine.
San Bernardino Tower, helicopter 1490 Lima is clear of the active request. Taxi straight ahead on Charlie to the ramp.
Helicopter 90 Lima, how taxi via Charlie, frequency, have a good night.
Alright.
Alright, hover taxi to the ramp. Good night, 1490 Lima.
Give a little bit of chop there.
Los Angeles and 37, maintain action climb and maintain 17,000, 29 pounds, altimeter 3009. November 3 Alpha Sierra, taxi Limerick Tower, 118.3.
118.3 for 950 Alpha Sierra.
November 0 Kilo Tango, contact Los Angeles Center, 128.6.
Los Angeles Center, 128.6, number 35, Circle Tango.
Skyline 8 Tango Fox.
Alright, 128.6.
Parking via Foxtrot, this frequency, good day, Tango Fox. Lindbergh Tower, 953 Alpha Sierra, localizer 27.
November 953 Alpha Sierra, Limerick Tower, and we 27, clear to land.
Los Angeles Center, number 350 Kilo Tango, 9,000.
Number 350 Kilo Tango, Los Angeles Center, Borrego Springs, altimeter 2995.
2995 on the altimeter, number 350 Kilo Tango.
November 339 Sierra, San Luis Tower, left, closed, traffic approved. Runway 29, clear for takeoff.
Alright, we've got 2995 on the altimeters. As you can see here, we're on course. Crossing over these mountains. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and double check Big Bear's ATIS information. The AWAS is 135.902. So let's click over here into COM2. 135, a little bit of chop. And we're going to say decimal 2.
Number 16 Bravo traffic 1 o'clock, 5 miles opposite direction, altitude indicates 6,600.
Alright, let's see if we can hear anything here. We got nothing on comm 2. So another thing that we need to be cognizant of, this is Big Bear is a non-towered airport. And we will be communicating on the Unicom or the CTAF. So the Unicom frequency is 122.72. So I'm just going to go ahead and program that in here. There we go. So that'll be what we communicate on once we get into Big Bear. Once the controller, pretty much it's our destiny, since they don't control anything there. They just get us vectored into and approved for an approach, and then they say you're on your own, basically. So ought to be interesting. I'm using FlightAware right now to go ahead and check what Big Bear's weather actually is for wind. And right now it's anybody's game. Winds have been calm all day, it looks like. So using that RNAV is definitely a strong possibility for us.
1017 Whiskey, contact SoCal approach 100.6.
That's definitely a possibility for us, for sure. A little choppy. Yeah, so we could probably take this thing like from Okeko, which is an initial fix. And the funny thing is, it looks like we're going to have to pick up some altitude in order to get to Big Bear.
1017 Whiskey, SoCal approach over. The Palomar altimeter is 2997.
We'll see how this works.
Runner 00, send lights are runway 29 are clear for the option.
So honestly, at the waypoint before Sagi, well, actually we get to Okeko. Okeko is a point. So, having said that, let's check the old flight plan, and Okeko is only 62.8 miles away. So this ought to be interesting. But I'm definitely going to ask for the RNAV 26 approach. Alright, now you guys can see we're going into this. We're going to cross over these mountains and we're going to this huge valley, which is basically heading us on over to the Palm Springs.
Roger.
So here's our aircraft. This is that huge valley that we see. And then if you see, we're heading there, and then right after that we'll be heading to Palm Springs. So this is the high desert. Hopefully the controller recognizes exactly what I'm trying to do in terms of my landing. Otherwise we'll have to double back to Okeko, of course. So let's see what happens.
350 Kilo Tango, contact SoCal approach 126.7.
SoCal approach 126.7. 350 Kilo Tango.
We're in 348 Whiskey Tango, contact Joshua approach
126.7.
This is Joshua approach at 126.1 for 8 Whiskey Tango.
350, contact ground 123.9er.
123.9er for 3 Alpha.
SoCal approach, November 350 Kilo Tango 9000.
350 Kilo Tango, SoCal approach. Hello, the Palm Springs altimeter 2998.
2998 on the altimeter, November 350 Kilo Tango.
Lindbergh ground 95 upstairs, clear of 27 on Charlie 6 for the
Runner 53 we're ground on taxi to Charlie to
all right, as you can see here, the altimeter is 2998.
Good evening, Joshua approach. Mooney, Temporary Whiskey Tango is with you at 10,000.
So here in a little bit, we'll be doing a nice little left turn. Basically, probably right into this valley.
Yeah, I'd like to get the nav runway 17.
As you can see here, almost in the midpoint of the valley, we're going to make a left turn.
Temporary Whiskey Tango, Roger, expect that.
You can see a little populated high desert Palm Springs area. Alright, and here in about 6.1 nautical miles, we will be making our left-hand turn right into this valley. This ought to be a nice little sight to see.
Right, Whiskey Tango, Victor, Nancy, cross Nancy about 8,000, clear now, runway 17 approach.
Okay, I'll go direct, Nancy, at or above 8,000, clear for the RNAV, runway 17 approach for 8 Whiskey Tango.
Now we have to be particularly, if we're coming in the direction in which I think we are, runway 26. It comes in right over trees at Big Bear, so the angle of attack on it's pretty crazy. The good thing is we can fly slow in this aircraft, although sometimes I tend to bounce it on the runway slightly.
The Santa Barbara Airport.
Yeah.
255 vectors.
So we'll see how things go. Here goes our turn into the valley.
Clear to Santa Barbara, flying heading 255.
Like a little bit of farming goes on down there with those green fields in the middle of the desert.
2463408 Tango Fox.
Our 40 Tango sharp right back, correct. And information.
Alright, we are turning to a heading of 306, it looks like.
Information is 2997, dialing up 118.005, and we don't hear anything on there except the approach rate.
I'll give you the report if you want.
Alright.
Don't need it, just wanted to let you guys know.
Direct Palm Springs.
Number 1017 Whiskey VFR, contact Palomar Tower 118.6.
Squawking VFR, go to 118.6, 17 Whiskey.
We'll probably get some instructions here in a little bit to ascend.
Palomar Tower, Bear 1017 Whiskey, 3 miles to the west, inbound with November.
1017 Palomar Tower, low and right down, runway 24, cleared to land.
Right down 124 to land, 17 Whiskey.
Hello Tower, West 3900, about to turn left base runway 29.
4900, runway 29, cleared for the option.
Good for the option runway 29, 3900.
November 1016 Bravo, contact LA Center 135.5.
135.5, 16 Bravo, thank you. Foxtrot ground, Skyline 408, Tango Foxtrot, taxi for departure.
408 Tango Foxtrot, ground runway 25, taxi via Foxtrot and Alpha.
25 via Foxtrot Alpha 8, Tango Fox.
Cruising right along. Let's see exactly what those winds are doing in Big Bear. I know they're calm. Visibility is 10. Temperature is 3 degrees Celsius. No precipitation, so we shouldn't have any icing issues whatsoever.
November 1016 Bravo, LA Center, Roger. The Camarillo altimeter 2996.
Alright, let's go back here and take a look and see what the passengers see.
November 96621, contact Montgomery Tower 119.2.
Going to Tower 601.
San Luis Tower, is that cleared for the option for 229 Sierra Sierra?
Renner Sierra, affirmative, runway 29 cleared for the option.
Cleared for the option, runway 29 Sierra Sierra.
So there's Palm Springs Airport. We've landed a few times there. Gonna bypass that bad boy today.
96621, establish on the RNAV 28 right.
We're gonna keep working our way on.
6621 Montgomery Tower, low, runway 28 right, cleared to land.
28 right, cleared to land, 61.
November 415 Bravo Juliet, contact LA Center 134.65.
13465, 5 Bravo Juliet.
Walker 380, contact LA Center 134.65.
Foxtrot Tower, Skyline 408 Tango Foxtrot, holding short 25, ready for departure.
November 40 Tango Foxtrot, Oxnard Tower, runway 25, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff 258 Tango Foxtrot.
San Bernardino Tower, helicopter 429 Sierra Lima with information Tango requests departure from the northwest ramp heading about 160.
November 415 Bravo Juliet, LA Center, enter the Daggett altimeter is 3003. Number 1400 Sierra Lima, San Bernardino Tower, Roger. Sorry, say the request again.
I'd like to proceed from present position on the northwest ramp, heading about 160 VFR 1,000 feet.
Number 1400 Sierra Lima, San Bernardino Tower, roger, departure from the runway at your own risk. The winds, 70 knows calm.
429 Sierra Lima, and proceed from the ramp.
All right.
Palomar Tower, Baron 1017 Whiskey, clear of 24 at Alpha 5. Number 1017 Whiskey, roger, taxi Alpha to park and remain in frequency. Have a good night. Alpha to park and on this frequency. Have a good night. 17 Whiskey. Walker 380 LA Center, roger, cross 35 miles south of Las Vegas at 10,000. The Las Vegas altimeter 3004.
Hello, Tower, Skyhawk 229 midfield runway 926.35.
Locked.
For 350 Kilo Tango, contact LA Center 126.35.
LA Center 126.35, number 350 Kilo Tango.
Or 40 Tango Foxtrot, contact point of
All right,
departure.
12635.
Departure 8 Tango Foxtrot.
Hello, Tower, Skyhawk 229 Sierra, midfield runway 29, full stop.
Bernard Sierra Sierra, San Luis Tower, roger. Runway 29 cleared for the option.
LA Center number 350 Kilo Tango 9000.
Or 40 Tango Foxtrot, point we get departure. Radar contact. For 350 Kilo Tango, LA Center, roger. Advise me on the Big Bear weather. Notice head approach plus.
We do have the weather at Big Bear, and we're looking for the RNAV 26 from number 350 Kilo Tango.
Zero Kilo Tango, roger. Expect RNAV runway 26 approach.
Roger, expecting RNAV runway 26 approach to number 350 Kilo Tango. All right, so we're kind of getting what we want, just in enough time. If you look here, we're directly headed towards Okeko. So let's let's program that. So we're going to come here, Flight plan, procedure, select approach. That's it. And we are
November 1399 uniform, Shelma ground, roger, runway 20 right, taxi via Bravo and Kilo, and squawk altitude.
We'll load it. All right. So we'll continue. We'll continue on the course.
0 Kilo Tango, cross OK, go at or above 8,000, cleared RNAV, runway 26 approach.
Cross OK, go at or above 8,000, cleared RNAV, runway 26 approach, November 350, Kilo Tango. Alright, folks, so we can go ahead and start our descent.
Action number 0 Kilo Tango for the approach there, looks like the 1,400, so cross OK, go at or above 9,400, and clear for the RNAV, runway 26 approach for turn.
Okay, roger that. Crossing Wakeco 9,400, November 350, Kilo Tango.
Merge 8 Tango Foxtrot, direct Kuwait.
So, correct. We're going to activate.
November 49er, Sierra Lima, SoCal approach.
Alright, so we are totally direct Wakeco.
For 49er, Sierra Lima, Red Squawk 2525. November 9er uniforms, squawk altitude.
We start pulling the power back just a little bit, preparing ourselves for landing.
For 429er, Sierra Lima, radar contact, 5 miles northeast of the March Air Force Base, the Riverside altimeter.
Alright, so on this approach.
Riverside altimeter 3000.
On this approach, our next waypoint of Beningi is 9,400 as well.
And remain its frequency pass to the cat route.
Alright. And then after this waypoint, we are able to go down to 8,700 at Halvey.
The 350 Tango report IFR cancellation or missed approach in the air on C. On the ground is 122.2. Change to advisory frequency approved.
Okay, we will advise of our cancellation on the ground. Frequency change is approved. Talk to you in a minute. 135, continue. Alright, that's our cue, folks. Big Bear traffic, number 350 Kilo Tango is 2.9 miles from Halvey on the RNAV 26 approach. Alright, so she's trying to straighten herself up. Let's go ahead and take the autopilot off. Dial her back down. Landing gear is coming down. Pulling the power back a little bit. There we go. Landing gear is down. Going one stage of flaps. Trimming the airplane down, of course. There we go. Stabilizing our speed here. Just making some minor adjustments. A little bit back on the power. I'm going full flaps. So that'll bleed some of our speed a little bit. Alright. So nose down a little bit. Manage our speed. Big Bear traffic, November 350 Kilo Tango is on a final runway 26 full stop. Big Bear traffic. Alright, as you can see there, looks like we're on an okay glide path there. We got flaps full. Bring the power back slightly. Touchdown elevation is at 6,700 feet, roughly. So we're almost back on the path here. We pull a little speed out.
Terrain ahead. 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 Terrain ahead.
500.
Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead. Terrain
speed.
Terrain ahead.
Right, pick
Terrain
it up
ahead.
just a little bit.
Terrain ahead.
Trying
Terrain
to go
ahead.
as slow as possible, almost stall speed here.
Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead.
They are doing a very good job of letting us know
Terrain
there
ahead.
is terrain ahead. Don't try this at home, guys.
Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead.
All right.
Terrain ahead.
Nice and
Terrain
easy, folks.
ahead. Terrain ahead.
Right over these trees. We're going to skim
Terrain
the
ahead.
tops.
Terrain ahead.
Like I said, it's a pretty crazy approach.
Too low. Terrain.
All right.
Obstacle ahead. Pull up. Obstacle ahead. Pull up. 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 Pull up.
All right.
Pull up.
There we go. We're doing great, folks. All right, folks. Not too bad there. It was a little hairy. Told you this one is a very interesting approach. You got to know what you're doing. Big Bear traffic, November 350 Kilo Tango is clear of runway 26, taxiing the ramp via Alpha. Big Bear traffic. All right, let's go ahead and get our flaps up. And find us a nice little comfy parking space over here for us to call it a day. All right. I'll just snake over here quick. Our passengers are going to get a nice little let off right here. We are going to face this way. Alright. Park and brake is set. And folks, that was totally an awesome flight. Thank you for joining us. I'm getting ready to shut the aircraft down here in a second, which we'll do. But first, without further of delay, let's go and check out this awesome replay. right, let us now shut down after such a beautiful, wonderful, marvelous landing. Thanks to you guys. All right, folks, so the first thing we're going to do, now that we watched that, we are going to go ahead and turn our kind of everything in reverse order. We can go ahead and absolutely turn our fuel selector off. Let's turn our generator off. Alright, let's make sure our parking brake is set, which it is. Alright, we're going to go ahead and take the engine and put it into low idle for a second. There we go. Alright. Alright, the engine is slowly but surely shutting down. While it's doing that, let's turn out our pitot heats. We're also going to come over here, turn off our bleeds, turn our AC off. Alright. Alright, she's coming all the way down. And of course, we can go ahead and shut the power all the way off. I'm going to grab the bar down. This will eventually extinguish once it's not active anymore. Let's see here. I don't think my door wants to cooperate. Well, let's just use the interface, pues. Alright, apparently this is not going to work, but if we're going to have any malfunctions, this is the place to have it. Alright, doesn't like it. Hey guys, you know what? Let's get on side of the airplane anyway, so we don't have to hear that racket. Thanks again for flying with us. We are here at Big Bear. We park where we want, we do what we want. And now the passengers are able to efficiently and effectively go into the terminal. And now the doors appear to want to be working. So again, simulator glitch, but it's fine. We'll see you guys on the next flight. Once again, thanks for flying along. Take care, be good to each other, and stay safe.